Special thanks to Toy Dojo for sponsoring this video. You can find this figure and more at toydojo.com. Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today's video I'll be reviewing this. This is NewAge Legendary Heroes 44EX Commander Ymir. I think that's how you say it. Probably saying it wrong, but this is NewAge's version of a Legend Scale GRIMLOCK, and this is the toy version. So with NewAge, the toy editions of their figures always end with an EX, and it comes in this nice retro style packaging. You can see here with the box art. Would have been cool if they put the transformation sequence on the top like the original G1 boxes. And here on the side and on the back. Okay, let's get Ymir out of the box. Here is Ymir out of the package. He comes with his instruction sheet and this one-sided poster. Very easy to read, very clear instructions. He comes with a weapon. Now, it's not the double-barreled weapon that the cartoon version comes with. This is actually the accessory that came with the toy version of GRIMLOCK. So if you have both versions, then you have basically all the weapons. He comes with his sword. Again, the toy version of this figure comes with a more accurate sword. The cartoon version has that flame sword effect instead. And it can come apart. It's in two pieces here. He comes with this sprue with alternate hands. Now, I've already twisted off the main hands that can hold the sword and gun. And he also comes with these open hands, and you just can merely twist them off the sprue. And Ymir himself. Now, a little bit of assembly required. You can see down here, you can plug in his hands. Let's put the hands on like so. So just pop it in, and the other side. And we're just gonna open up the arms a bit and tuck it away like so. Now that we have them assembled, let's take a look at the dinosaur mode. I'm really liking the finish. The gunmetal gray here is very nicely done. That's one thing I appreciate with NewAge. I love how they finish off their figures with their paint and how it's baked in, and it just looks really nice. You have some nice metallic on the tail, and of course you have the gold plating here on the claws and on this part of the dinosaur. Very nice. Along with the stampings, very clean. And I do like the clear plastic here that's painted on the inside as well as here. Now, one thing that stands out to me is the hands in dinosaur mode. I kind of wish that they painted it this color. To me, this off-white or very light gray doesn't really match. But that's just a preference of mine. And you can see the back. Again, nice clean stampings to give it that toy look. Now, the gun can actually go in this little hole if you wanted to, like so, which is nice. And just like the other versions of this mold, you can change the colors of the eyes by lifting that part of the head up and twisting it around. I think I'm going to leave the eyes red because that reminds me more of the toy. You can open up the jaw. Very wide, and there's a little peg here that you could lift up. Now, it's kind of hard to get with your fingers, so I'm going to use a small little tool here to lift it up. There you go. If you take apart the sword, you can actually put it in his mouth like so. But yeah, that is really made for the other version of this figure, where they give you the flaming sword and you can simply pull it out and put it in. And I think, yeah, that looks a lot better. Articulation in Dinosaur mode, as you saw earlier, the mouth can open up, you can look up and down, can rotate. The arms are not as articulated as I'd like them to be. He can go back and forth like so. He has a joint here. There's also a ball joint here, and he can rotate all the way. Now, it would have been nice if he had some bicep rotation, or if that's what you call a bicep on a dinosaur. But it would have been nice if he could do that as well. The tail can swing back and forth. Now, the legs is a little bit of a disappointment. He can rotate all the way. He can go out like so, but the way he bends is for the robot mode, so he can't really bend the other way on the leg. For some size comparisons in Dinosaur mode, here is NewAge Ymir X2, NewAge's version of G2 Ramjet, and NewAge's version of Blue Streak. Okay, let's get NewAge GRIMLOCK into robot mode. Here is NewAge GRIMLOCK in robot mode, and wow, the finish on this figure just looks pretty awesome. I love the paint apps. Again, NewAge does an awesome job. You see the stampings here on the legs, very nice and clean. Now, I know folks have an issue with all this here on the inside, but honestly, it doesn't bother me as much at this scale. I do know that they are planning on making some covers. Not sure how that works, but even if they don't, I'm pretty okay with this GRIMLOCK. It looks great in robot mode. I think the biggest eyesore though is this part, but overall looks awesome. Looking at the head sculpt, you see the eyes are nice metallic. No light piping, but not really required, in my opinion. I do wish he came with a double-barreled gun in black, though. That would have been nice. Or I think Deluxe mentioned if this area was painted silver, that would have been a nice touch as well. Moving on to articulation of the figure, the head can rotate 360. It's on a ball joint. The arms can rotate 360, but needs to clear the wing. He can lift up at the shoulder this much, rotate at the biceps 360, bend at the elbow this much. He does have wrist rotation because you can actually pop out his hands and put the alternate hands in. He can rotate at the waist 360. He does have an ab crunch. He can do the splits. He can kick this far up. You can see the little flap here. This far back. Also another flap here. He can rotate at the thighs. He can bend at the knee this much, and he does have ankle tilt. And for some size comparisons, here is NewAge GRIMLOCK next to NewAge Cyclonus, the toy version, NewAge Optimus Prime, NewAge Megatron, and NewAge Mirage. And for some size comparisons outside of NewAge, here he is next to Magic Square Optimus Prime, and just bringing in NewAge Optimus Prime so you can see the height difference between the two. Magic Square, this is the version 2.0 of Prime, is a little bit taller than the NewAge version. So I still think size-wise they could match, but that's just me. And for folks who has the Mech Fan Toys version of GRIMLOCK, you can see he is a lot taller. And I don't know, it seems like this scale would fit Magic Square a little bit more than this one, but I think either one should be fine. So my final thoughts on NewAge GRIMLOCK Toy Edition. Overall, very pleased with the figure. I think it looks really great. I love the finish. The metallic gold, the gunmetal silver looks really good on the figure, along with all the stampings here. Transformation is pretty fun, not overly complicated, but still very satisfying. Now, the biggest issue with this figure, and I think it's the biggest issue for everybody, is the inside of the legs here. It is somewhat of an eyesore, but honestly, it doesn't distract from the overall figure, in my opinion. I think this figure is still the best legend scale Dinobot Grimlock that we've gotten so far. I think the only alternative that we have in terms of G1 cartoon is the DX9 or the Mech Fan toys. So very much looking forward to NewAge releasing the rest of their Dinobots, and can't wait to complete this team. Anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. Follow us on social media and check out our Discord. Links in the description below.